What's up, guys? We're back, and this is my reaction for UFC Fight Night Kape versus Horiguchi. I just finished, and bro, my boy Horiguchi just got slammed out. It was it was definitely painful to see, man. Um, but I can't lie, it wasn't as painful to see as Zhang Yang getting slammed out. But man, it was a pretty good fight card. The main event was great. Everything leading up to the main event was great, like the last three fights. And we're gonna get straight into this, my full reaction and recap of this fight night. And we're gonna change it up, guys. We're gonna start with the main event of the evening, actually. And hopefully y'all can't hear my computer is heating up. Hopefully you guys can't hear that. But yeah, first Kyoji Horiguchi. This was a great fight. Everyone knew this was gonna be a banger. Very high level fight. I don't know why they did it at the Apex, man. This would be a banger just at a crowded arena. But let's get into the fight. All right. Yeah, you know the matchup here. You got Manel Kape, who is just a specimen at flyweight. He's got crazy power. You never see that flyweight. I mean, he's coming off a KO victory off Brandon Royval. And then we got Horiguchi, which is a karate style, just very fast on the feet. He'll circle, he'll kind of beat the mouse in the cat and mouse game. And once he sees you hurt, he'll pounce on you. That's the matchup coming in. First round starts, man. And it's a pretty even first round. I mean, you already see Kape's power in the first round. He stings Horiguchi with a shot. It wasn't a bad sting, but you could see because Horiguchi started by landing clean on Kape's face a couple of times, like pretty damn clean, as clean as we could get. But Kape wasn't phased at all. He just kept going, right? And then as soon as you Kape land a flush shot on Horiguchi's face, you see that, yeah, he got caught, man. He got stung. Overall, still a close round. Kape kept catching Horiguchi's body kicks, his right body kick, the rear leg body kick, which is pretty impressive. I mean, they fought each other 7 years ago, which makes sense. Kape, or not just Kape, but they both know each other very well. All right. First round was pretty razor close. It was just battles on the feet. Kape catching Horiguchi's leg kicks, and then I think Kape landed the bigger shots for sure. So it was still a close round, but I gave that one to Kape. And then we go into the second round, right? Actually, let's do this here. We go into the second round. This is when Horiguchi starts taking over. He starts showing levels, showing what Horiguchi is all about. Big gooch, all right? So, my bad. One more thing I forgot to mention. In the first round, Horiguchi attempted a few takedowns that are all stuffed. No, I'm sure. No, hold on, guys. Run them back. No, first round, yeah, Horiguchi got like a few takedown stuff. And at the end of the round, he actually took down Kape. And then the round ended with Horiguchi on top. Not much damage. Okay, now we go to round two. So round two, Horiguchi, he just starts showing, man. He's definitely got a speed advantage there. Piecing up Kape a little. Like, he stung Kape. I think it was at the start of the round or something. He stung Kape badly, man. And it was smart of him not to rush in because Kape's always got that dangerous power. But, Kape recovered pretty quick. And then Horiguchi actually landed takedown in this round, like early or mid round. And yeah, Kape could not get up. He ended up on his back the whole round into the bell rung. But up until the takedown, Horiguchi was piecing Kape up on the feet, showing levels, just dominating. And then the cherry on top was the takedown at the very end. Kape was landing some nice elbows at the bottom, low shots, but Horiguchi landed a few elbows on top. And yeah, it was an easy round for Horiguchi. So everyone was saying it's probably up, like 2-0, or it's 1-1, but at least it's 1-1 for Horiguchi. At least 1-1 or 2-0. And then it was looking like Horiguchi, a classic Horiguchi masterclass. I was still worried for him up until this point, but then we head into round three. Now, obviously, as you can see, 2 minutes 42 seconds didn't go for that long, but we start off and it was pretty even. They were just kind of trading on the feet. As we start into the first round, Kape pushes the pace though. Like, he pushes the pace, he just rushes at Horiguchi. They get into some I don't know whether it's called scraps, but they get into these frantic exchanges. I think that's the best word for that. And yeah, no one really gets the better of it. They just get into this frantic exchanges. And then eventually after that, they're trading normally again. But then we got the X factor of Kape, the one shot power. Kape stings Horiguchi with a shot. Off the Horiguchi miss, I'm pretty sure. He stings him with the right hook. And yeah, Horiguchi tried to play it off, but he was on wobbly legs, man. Like very bad wobbly legs. Kape pounces on the finish on the ground. He's on Horiguchi's back, just ground pounding him. Going under, looping uppercuts, and yeah, that was the fight, man. I mean, it looked like a Horiguchi masterclass, but then the Kape power just lands flush on Horiguchi and fight's over. Damn, man. You hate to see Big Gooch go out like that, bro, but hey, either of these guys, they won, would have been a crazy title fight. But yeah, tonight's match does go to Kape. He's going to be next in line for the winner of Van versus Pantoja. And yeah, I'm excited to see, man, because obviously I don't think Kape's like his skill set is all right for the flyweight division. It's not bad, but it's all right. It's really just the power and athleticism that kind of carries him through. Because we saw him on the ground, bottom position. He did not scramble to get up. He just kind of accepted his position and just thugged out the round, which worked at the end. But so I think Pantoja could find ways to dominate him easily. But Van, on the other hand, that's an interesting matchup because Van is a way better striker in my opinion. But Kape, he got that power. He's got that power. So, and Van isn't unhittable. So it's gonna be an interesting match, man. I don't know where Big Gooch goes from here because he is 34 or it's a 35, which is very old for flyweight, but he is not moving like a 35-year-old. You see him in there and he's moving fast and crisp, circling around, great footwork. But yeah, great main event. Everyone knew this was going to be a high-level fight, and it was. Title eliminator fight, great fight. And now let's get into some other fights. Now, I'm not going to lie, I didn't watch many other fights, but I did watch the co-main also. Ion Cutelaba versus Navajo Sterling. Cutelaba, Moldovan fighter. I think the only Moldovan fighter he is. Heavy grappler, right? And then we got Navajo Sterling, New Zealand, from the City Kickboxing team, obviously a striker because everyone from that team is great strikers. And yeah, I mean, the first round started. I don't think it took long until Cutelaba just got Navajo, clinched on him, pushed him against the fence, and from there he took Navajo down and almost finished him in the first round. He got this guillotine locked in, standing first, then eventually he kind of pulled him in, he jumped the gilly, and then there was some nice scrambles by Navajo to try to get out, but Navajo was locked into that deep guillotine for a pretty long time, man. And I thought he was going to get finished in the first round, but eventually, I guess Cutelaba's arms gassed out and he just breaks his head out of it, which is nice. But he almost got finished there. They stand back up and Sterling starts piecing Cutelaba on the feet. I don't know how he didn't finish Cutelaba on the feet because he would sting Cutelaba with a right hand and then Cutelaba would just, it's like in a video game where you get stun locked. He would just stand there stunned for a solid 3 seconds. And then Navajo just kind of looks at him. And I swear that happened one more time. Sterling stung him with a shot. You see Cutelaba go into a crawfish shell, and then he just stands there stunned for 3 seconds. His body language is weird as hell. I don't know what that was about, but obviously Cutelaba got pieced up on the feet. He was no match for him. But still, obviously, Sterling didn't get to finish. Round 1 is over. We head into round 2. And Cutelaba's game plan, right? Come on, just get him, clinch, take him down. And Cutelaba took Sterling down many times in round 2. I don't know if it was the end of round 1 or round 2, but he got Sterling caught in another guillotine, but obviously it wasn't dangerous at all, but he still caught him in a guillotine. Took Sterling down a few more times. Actually, we can see the stats here, actually. Let's see. Takedowns? Yeah, 3 takedowns on Sterling. Round 1, he got 2. He got 3 takedowns, which is a lot. But Sterling, man, and he was not supposed to be that great of a grappler, but he was getting good scrambles and just getting back up on his feet. And eventually he took Cutelaba down. And that was the beginning of the end, because the final sequence of round 2, he took Cutelaba down. And then it was like it was kind of a weird takedown. He took him down. Cutelaba kind of was on his back a little, and then Sterling postured up on the fence and got on top of Cutelaba, and then Cutelaba just like gave up. Like, it's not like he took any damage. Like, as soon as Sterling got on top of Cutelaba and like Cutelaba just like gave up, sat on the fence and started covering, and then Sterling just rained ground and pounds on him, and fight was stopped. Like, that was one of the weirdest stoppages I guess I've seen, because I've never seen a fighter just like quit, and not from like damage. And I'm talking about like straight up quitting, like not like, oh, the body language drops. It's just he straight up decided to just sit there and cover up. I don't know if I guess it's just exhaustion and fatigue and maybe a huge adrenaline dump, but that was weird, man. But great win for Sterling. Cutelaba isn't a nobody. He's a pretty good comp outside top 15. So Sterling getting this win is actually really, really good. Proved he can survive takedown heavy opponents, and he could get a takedown of his own even against Cutelaba, which is mad impressive. And yeah, great win for him. He's 10-0 now, still undefeated. Honestly, I don't think he looks anything crazy on the feet, but I feel like he's decent. He could probably get into the top 15, but I don't think he'll make it past the top 10. All right, but very good team. He's in CKB, very good team. And one more fight, actually a few more fights that I watched. We got Hyder Emil versus Christian Rodriguez. I'm not even going to LARP here, guys. I've never seen any of these two fight. However, this is how the fight went. All right, so I mean, I know Emil guy, he's like this prospect killer, and then Christian Rodriguez is a prospect. That's literally all I know. First round goes. Rodriguez spams these head kicks, and eventually he lands a head kick, which drops Emil bad, but didn't get knocked out somehow. And then Rodriguez locks in a nasty gilly on Emil, which puts him out cold. That's literally the fight. Ends in 3 minutes and 43 seconds in the first round. Impressive win. I mean, I don't know who the hell this guy is. He doesn't look like he's going to make it far just based on his looks, but that was an impressive finish, man. A nice head kick that didn't knock him out somehow, and then locks in a nasty guillotine. Like, it was deep. And yeah, then that's the fight, guys. It was a great fight. Don't know these guys. But, bro, what is that posture? Okay. And then another fight I saw was Melsik Bagdasaryan versus Mortazali Magomedov. All right. And another quick finisher, man. First round, 1 minute and 17 seconds. And I believe Magomedov submitted him with like a twister. And it's like one of 4 twister submissions in UFC history, which is mad impressive. Melsik, not gonna lie. Okay, again, I never seen any of these two guys fight. Only time I seen Melsik fight was against John Silva with that he got TKO'd, like the 12-6 elbows on the ribs. That was a nasty finish. That's the only thing I've seen of him. But yeah, Magomedov was a big underdog, I believe, and gets him with a twister. He is undefeated too, but who knows how far he'd go. But he is a good grappler, I'll tell you that. Pretty good fight, quick finish. And then the last fight on the main card, Vinicius Oliveira versus Andre Fili. I don't know how to pronounce that, but I didn't even know Vinicius moved up to featherweight. I thought it was at bantamweight the whole time, so I was confused, like why he was unranked. Bro, tell me if I'm crazy, but I do not think Oliveira looks like featherweight. Like, I didn't even think he looked like a bantamweight when he was there, because he just looks so skinny. Like, I could see him being a perfect flyweight, but this guy moved up to featherweight now. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but this guy looks so frail and skinny. He has a big chest, but everything else is really skinny. And then he just puts a mauling on Andre Fili. Again, not gonna lie, I missed the first round, unfortunately. But judging by the numbers here, First round was pretty close. That was a pretty close first round. And then the second round was an absolute mauling, 78 to 19 strikes with 79 significant strikes to 18. I low-key just tuned in when Oliveira got really hurt on the fence and he was just raining down shots. For those current, Andre was covering up. When Andre would cover up and duck, Oliveira would hit him with a nice knee. The sequence repeated a few times and Oliveira got the finish. Nasty finish. That Bautista loss was pretty bad, but hey, he came back. He was originally supposed to fight, what was his name? Giga Chikadze, which would have been a way better challenge. I don't know who the hell this Andre Filler guy is. People are saying how he throws telegraph shots and doesn't have much technique, so he's not going to go far. We'll see. I mean, Bautista fraud checked him, but I don't know if his fraud check is. Bautista is very high level, but I don't know. Oliveira, we'll see how he goes. I mean, he's an entertaining fighter, that's for sure. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. But then we go into the prelims, and I'm not going to lie, I did not watch any prelim fight except for the featured prelim, Andre Lima versus Kevin Borjas. And man, am I glad I watched this one, guys. So this fight was pretty crazy. All right. Again, I tuned into this fight mid round 2, and it's crazy. And let me explain why. Round 1, based on numbers, it was a close, slow fight. I think they gave it to Borjas. But mid round 2, all right, Lima hits Borjas with this bad nut shot. Obviously not on purpose. They both kicked at the same time. But Lima's hit Borjas' cup, right under it. And Borjas was hurt very bad. They gave him the full 5 minutes. He looked like he could not even get up. And hear me out, guys. I have a feeling Borjas was acting. All right, because look, right, Borjas was on the ground, wincing in pain, couldn't even get up. Right, it's at 3 minutes. This guy can't get up. It's at 4 minutes. He can't get up. And then it gets to 4 minutes and 50 seconds. I kid you not. And this guy just starts to get up, and it gets to 4 minutes and 55 seconds. He's like, okay, I can continue. And then the fight gets called back on, which is great. And if he's not acting, this guy's a crazy warrior. I mean, even if he's not acting, and even if he is acting, he's still a warrior because he got hit bad. But as soon as the fight gets resumed, it's all the pain just went away. And this guy starts moving fast as hell, throwing 4 to 6 piece combos on Andre Lima repeatedly for round 2. That was mad impressive. I have not seen Borjas that aggressive before. He just out-volumes Lima crazy on the feet. And round 2 easily goes to him. And then heading into round 3, people are saying Lima might need a finish because they gave Borjas probably the first and second. And Borjas just keeps putting it on, man. He just out-voluming Andre Lima. Lima does try to push the pace a bit more this round, but Borjas just keeps piecing him up with long combinations where Lima doesn't have much volume, doesn't throw in long combos like Borjas. And great win for Borjas, man. Regardless of the nutkick controversy or not, it is a great win, man. I feel happy for him because his last 2 fights were mad disappointing. He got 30-27 by my GOAT Sumudarachi, which makes sense. Then he got, did he get knocked out in the first or second? I forgot, by Emmanuel Rodriguez debut, which, yeah, he got slimed out, but it makes sense because it's Rodriguez, And then, yeah, everyone's saying he should be cut, but now gets a crazy comeback win with Andre Lima. It looked like it was going to be called no contest, but Borjas bounces back. What a great win for him, man. And yeah, Lima, not to mention Lima was undefeated, even though, I mean, Lima was, I don't know, but he had so much canceled bouts. He really only had 3-4 wins in the UFC. And this guy is weird. I don't know if I want to say dirty fighter, but yeah, I guess he is a dirty fighter. I mean, I've seen him poke some guys in the eyes. He kicks Borjas in the nuts. He keeps grabbing the fence for some reason, defensive grappling and offensive grappling, or should I say clinches? Yeah, during clinches, he'll keep grabbing the fence. He got warned by the ref 3 times in round 3. And eventually the ref broke them up because he kept grabbing the fence. But great win for Borjas, man. And yeah, I didn't watch any other fight other than feature prelim and the main card. And overall, this card was pretty good, man. Didn't expect the card to be that good, but hey, it was pretty nice from the featured prelim at least all the way. Okay, there's a finish here. So yeah, featured prelim in this fight to the end of the card. And yeah, that is my recap and reaction for Fight Night Kape vs Horiguchi. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.